Deion Sanders wasn't just an athlete, he was a phenomenon. Known as Prime Time, Sanders dazzled fans and opponents alike with his unmatched speed, charisma, and versatility. As a rare two-sport athlete excelling in both the NFL and MLB, Sanders shattered expectations and proved that greatness knows no boundary. Whether he was returning punts, shutting down wide receivers, or stepping into the batter's box, Sanders brought a level of showmanship and skill that made him one of the most iconic figures in sports history. Sanders' rise to stardom began at Florida State University, where he excelled in football, baseball, and track. As a cornerback for the Seminoles, he quickly established himself as a game-changer, earning All-American honors and showcasing a flair for the dramatic with his electrifying returns and shutdown defense. It wasn't just his athleticism that caught the nation's attention, it was his confidence. Sanders knew he was special, and he wasn't afraid to let the world know. His larger-than-life persona, complete with signature celebrations and bold declaration, made him a household name long before he entered the professional ranks. In 1989, Sanders was drafted 5th overall by the Atlanta Falcons in the NFL Draft. That same year, he was also drafted by the New York Yankees, solidifying his status as a dual-sport superstar. This dual accomplishment immediately captured the public's imagination and underscored Sanders' exceptional athleticism. Sanders wasted no time making an impact in the NFL. In his rookie season, he returned a punt for a touchdown in his very first game, electrifying fans and setting the tone for a career that would redefine expectation. It wasn't just the touchdown that impressed, it was the sheer confidence and flair with which he performed. Sanders had a knack for creating moments that felt larger than life, and this debut was no exception. As a cornerback, Sanders was unparalleled, using his blazing speed, sharp instincts, and impeccable timing to neutralize some of the league's best receivers. Quarterbacks quickly learned to avoid throwing in his direction, yet those who dared to test him often regretted it, as Sanders frequently turned interceptions into jaw-dropping returns. His ability to read plays and react almost instantaneously made him a nightmare for opposing offenses. He brought an artistry to defense that hadn't been seen before, turning what many viewed as a purely technical role into something dynamic and thrilling. Sanders' talent wasn't confined to defense. He was also a formidable threat on offense and special teams, frequently lining up as a wide receiver and delivering explosive plays that left fans on their feet. His versatility was virtually unheard of at the time, and it only added to his legendary status. Sanders' ability to contribute in multiple phases of the game forced opposing coaches to game plan specifically around him, a rare feat for any player. Whether returning punts, shutting down star receivers, or catching deep passes, Sanders had an uncanny ability to turn the tide of a game in an instant. Fans packed stadiums not just to watch football but to witness the spectacle of Deion Sanders in action. They came knowing that at any moment, Prime Time could deliver a play that would make headlines and be replayed endlessly on highlight reels. His knack for creating momentum-shifting moments was unparalleled, cementing his reputation as one of the most feared and electrifying players of his era. Every time Sanders stepped onto the field, it wasn't just a game, it was an event, one where the extraordinary was almost guaranteed. But Sanders wasn't just a football star, he was a cultural icon whose influence extended far beyond the playing field. With his flashy suits, gold chains, infectious swagger, and boundless charisma, he embraced the spotlight and redefined what it meant to be a professional athlete. His bold personality was as much a part of his legacy as his on-field achievement, making him a larger-than-life figure who transcended sports. He was unapologetically confident, often telling reporters, "They don't pay me to be humble," a statement that captured the essence of his personality. For some, his bravado was polarizing, sparking debates about arrogance versus confidence, but for many, it was magnetic. Sanders understood that sports were as much about entertainment as competition, and he leaned into that aspect wholeheartedly, earning him the nickname Prime Time. His flair for theatrics and captivating performances made him a pop culture phenomenon, leading to appearances in commercials, music videos, and even films. Whether he was strutting in front of cameras or performing his signature high step into the end zone, Sanders knew how to command attention and leave a lasting impression. In 1994, Sanders achieved the rare and astonishing feat of playing in both the NFL and MLB in the same season, suiting up for the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Reds. This wasn't just a testament to his unparalleled athleticism, but also to his relentless work ethic and mental fortitude. Balancing the demands of two professional sports leagues simultaneously required an extraordinary level of discipline and adaptability, and Sanders excelled in both arenas. That year, he also became the only athlete in history to hit a home run and score a touchdown in the same week, a jaw-dropping accomplishment that underscored his versatility and unique skill set. His exploits on the diamond showcased the same speed, agility, and instinct that made him a football legend, proving that his athletic prowess knew no boundaries. Sanders' ability to dominate in two of the most competitive sports in the world further solidified his status as one of the greatest athletes of all time, leaving an indelible mark on both games and inspiring countless athletes to dream bigger. Perhaps Sanders' crowning achievement came during his time with the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys, where he won back-to-back Super Bowl titles in 1994 and 1995. With the 49ers, Sanders was named NFL Defensive Player of the Year, an honor that underscored his ability to dominate the game on the grandest stages. His time in San Francisco wasn't just about personal accolade, it was a testament to his transformative impact on a team's success. Sanders played a pivotal role in helping the 49ers secure their Super Bowl XXIX victory, proving to be a game-changer in every sense of the word. The following year, he joined the Dallas Cowboys, bringing his trademark confidence and unmatched skill to a team that was already steeped in championship culture. With Sanders locking down opponents and making critical plays, the Cowboys captured their third Super Bowl title in 4 years. His ability to rise to the occasion in crucial moments solidified his legacy as not just a great player, but a winner of the highest caliber. Teams didn't just want Sanders on their roster, they needed him to reach the pinnacle of success. Off the field, Sanders inspired a generation of athletes to embrace their individuality and showmanship, proving that confidence and charisma could coexist with elite performance. He wasn't afraid to be himself, and that authenticity resonated with fans and players alike. Sanders' influence extended far beyond his physical abilities. He reshaped the perception of the cornerback position, turning it into one of the most glamorous and sought-after roles in football. Before Sanders, cornerbacks were often viewed as secondary players in the grand scheme of a team's success. After Sanders, they became indispensable stars capable of tilting the balance of a game. His revolutionary approach to the position set a new standard, forcing teams to rethink their strategies and invest in elite defensive backs. Sanders wasn't just great, he redefined greatness, influencing the way players approached the game and carried themselves both on and off the field. Even decades after his retirement, Sanders remains the gold standard for cornerbacks, with his name synonymous with excellence and dominance. After retiring from professional sports, Sanders continued to leave his mark on the game in ways that extended far beyond his playing days. As a broadcaster, he brought his dynamic personality and unparalleled insight to millions of viewers, translating the complexities of football into accessible and engaging commentary. His infectious energy and sharp analysis quickly made him a fan favorite, as he brought the same charisma to the booth that had defined his playing career. Sanders didn't just talk about the game, he made viewers feel it, drawing them into the excitement and strategy behind every play. Later, Sanders embarked on a transformative journey as the head coach of Jackson State University, where his impact went far beyond the X's and O's. His dedication to nurturing young talent and creating opportunities for the next generation of athletes was evident in every facet of his leadership. Sanders not only revived the program but also brought national attention to historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, highlighting their importance in the landscape of college sports. His ability to connect with players on a personal level, inspiring them to excel both on and off the field, solidified his reputation as a mentor and leader. Under his guidance, Jackson State flourished, and Sanders' influence extended to recruiting, fundraising, and reshaping perceptions about what HBCU programs could achieve. Through his work as a broadcaster and coach, Sanders cemented his legacy as a transformative figure in sports, proving that his commitment to excellence didn't end when he stepped off the field. His unique ability to inspire and elevate those around him continues to define his enduring contribution to the world of athletics. Deion Sanders' legacy is one of unparalleled excellence, both on and off the field. He wasn't just a player, he was a brand, a showman, and a trailblazer. His influence extended beyond sports, touching fashion, culture, and entertainment. Whether you loved him or hated him, you couldn't ignore him. Sanders didn't just play the game, he changed it, leaving an indelible mark on the worlds of football, baseball, and beyond. His impact remains a benchmark for what it means to be extraordinary in every sense of the word. This is the story of Deion Sanders, the showman who dominated offense and defense, and the athlete who proved that prime time was more than just a nickname, it was a way of life.